You're wearing a path on the carpet.
The police commissioner and district attorney Jensen summoned us here. Their tardiness is inexcusable.
It's a ploy. It's a tactic used to make you irritable and catch you off guard, which I might add is working beautifully.
Alexis, should this investigation into Helena's alleged poisoning continue, I need your assurance Laura will not be involved in any way.
How did I know this was coming?
She has had enough to deal with. I won't see her go through another investigation, much less a trial.
I know how you feel about Laura. Everybody knows how you feel about Laura, including your mother. You need to stop worrying about Laura, and you need to start worrying about yourself. I'm sorry.
How serious is this? What is the likelihood that Stefan and I will be charged with attempted murder?
Vera subpoenaed the blood test that Dr. Jones ran, so what happens next depends on what the tests prove.
Laura, I know your impulse is to be cooperative, but I want you to let Alexis handle this.
I don't have anything to hide, Stefan. I don't have any problems answering Mac's questions.
Well, we're hoping it won't come to that. Well, how delightful. A room full of my favorite people. My weakling son, his bastard sister, and Stavros's widow.
Hello, Mother. Shouldn't you be preparing your defense for Catherine's murder?
Oh, my attorneys are taking care of that. I'm sure in the end my innocence will shine through as clearly as your guilt. And Laura's guilt.
Good, you're all here.
Good, I'm glad you're here, because maybe we can get down to business now in case you get another emergency, and then you have to run out on us again.
Scorpio. Yeah, I'll be right there. I have urgent business.
How rude, Sarah. I hope you're prepared to proceed on your own. Otherwise, maybe we could take this up. We called you in because the forensic tests came back. Inconclusive. And since there's no evidence to pursue Mrs. Castidine's allegations of poisoning, we're closing the case. I must say I find this cavalier attitude appalling. I asked your department for justice and you turn your backs. That's not true. We're paying a lot of attention to you, Mrs. Castidine. We've prepared an excellent case against you, and we're fully confident in a conviction when you go to trial. Overconfidence is a character flaw, my dear. Unless, of course, one has the power or the ingenuity to back it up. I'm glad this worked out for you.
Can I give you a ride home?
Before you leave, I need to speak to both of you about the night Catherine Bell was killed. Will be called to testify at Helena's trial, and so will Nicholas.
You have my assurance we'll cooperate fully. Am I to understand there is enough evidence to convict my mother?
Well, Max seems to think so, but it's all circumstantial. And you and Laura are hardly unbiased witnesses.
Helena is guilty. She murdered Catherine Bell. I hope you will do all you can to secure a conviction.
Well, I will certainly try. But unfortunately, nothing is guaranteed. For instance, I am sure that you're guilty of poisoning Helena. But that's an instinct. See, I have no evidence that's admissible in court.
So is it over now? Are we free of Helena's accusations?
Her allegations led nowhere. Laura, it is time to put this behind us and move on.
I think I know what I walked in on. Were you going to confess to protect me?
There's nothing I wouldn't do for you.
I know. I've never doubted that. I'm constantly amazed by the things you're willing to sacrifice for me.
Why does that make you sad?
Because there are some things about you that scare me. And I've either got to find a way to deal with it or let you go. I honestly don't know which one I can live with right now. Please. I'm sorry. Hello?
It's Stefan.
I thought you were at Helena's trial.
It's in recess. Laura, I saw Nicholas earlier, and something seems to be troubling him. I thought you might know what it is.
I wish I did. I noticed the same thing the other day.
Really? Well, my plan is to invite him to Windermere for dinner. Perhaps in a familiar setting, he'll be able to tell me what's wrong.
That's a good idea. Thank you
For what?
for continuing to act like he's your son.
He is. I love both him and his mother very much.
I miss you.
Oh?
I'm sorry. I know that's a mixed message, isn't it? I guess I just wanted you to know that this time apart isn't easy for me either.
I miss you too.
You know what? I've got to get going. I was going to call Lulu's babysitter, but it was really nice to hear your voice. Take care. Bye-bye. Tina, you know what? I lost my gloves. Great, thank you. You're welcome. Roy?
Hey, Laura.
Hi.
Hi.
I got your letter.
My letter? I didn't know I sent one.
Oh, the one about renting a room.
That was you?
Luke and I bought that house to accommodate a family. And, things have changed, as you know. And, it's a little too big for just Lulu and me. I thought about moving, but that didn't really interest me. So I thought I'll rent out a room, put an ad in the paper, and, I got a post office box for the reply.
Well, how do you feel about ex-cons?
That's not a problem. It's just, you know what I would be concerned about? Your friendship with Luke. You and Luke are still friends, and, I'm happy about that. It's just that, we're getting a divorce, and it might leave you in kind of an awkward position.
Well, only if I let it, and I wouldn't. I'm a big advocate of minding one's own business, especially when it comes to other people's relationships.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Okay, well, then, in further interest of privacy, yours this time, you might want to know that the room has stair access to the back entrance of the house.
Okay, well, it sounds interesting. Could I stop by and take a look, and we'll just leave it that there's no obligation to either one of us?
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
Give me a
great.
call.
Will do.
All right.
Good to see you.
You too.